What's going on, guys? Mr. Rouge again, and this time we're talking about the last biological molecule, which are nucleic acids. So, what are nucleic acids? Nucleic acids are a polymer. They're a big structure, and they're made out of the monomer nucleotides. We've already talked about nucleotides in the past. So, if we look at a nucleotide, there's actually three parts to this one monomer, okay? So this monomer has three parts. It has a phosphate, a pentose sugar, and a nitrogenous base. There's actually four different types of nucleotides, and we're going to talk more about those in the future. It's going to be these letters. These are the letters we use to distinguish between the four different types of nucleotides. But again, we're going to talk more about that in the future. What is the function of nucleic acids? Nucleic acids are information. They're genetic information to assemble your proteins, okay? So remember I talked about proteins are extremely complex and they must have a specific shape with specific amino acids, such as this protein right here, which is like a molecular machine, or this protein right here, this keratin, which is found in your hair. Well, how do we assemble these? We get the information from nucleic acids. And one nucleic acid that you may have heard of is DNA, okay? This information is heritable. That means that it's passed on from parent to offspring. So where did you get the information to assemble the proteins of your body? You got that information from your parents because they passed on to you their DNA, okay? And we also call this genetic information, okay? Some examples of nucleic acids. The most well-known is DNA, which stands for deoxyribonucleic acid, and a less known one is RNA, or ribonucleic acid. We're going to talk about both of these, DNA and RNA, a lot next semester, okay? So let me show you how this is a monomer. This is our macromolecule. This is our DNA. If we were to look at one of these little sections right here, take one little section, it would be made out of the monomer of nucleotides, okay? And each nucleotide has three parts: a phosphate, a pentose sugar, and a base, okay? And actually in your notes, I would like for you guys to give these a quick sketch. This right here and these two. Go ahead and give those a sketch in your notebooks, okay? Make sure you label this a nucleotide with the phosphate, pentose sugar, and nitrogenous base. If we take a look, we do get nucleic acids from our diet. We get it from all of our food because all of our food was once living, okay? Life depends on other life. However, it's not on a nutritional label like the other three because we don't get any energy from it, or it doesn't give us any caloric value, okay? So we have a nucleic acid, which we get in our food. That's going to get broken down into its monomers, into nucleotides. Those are further going to get broken down into the pentose sugar, the bases, and the phosphates. Those enter our bloodstream. From there, they can go into any cell, and they will reassemble to make the nucleotides and then the DNA and RNA in each of our cells. Okay, so what is the must know? What's the big picture from this? The monomer. They are nucleotides. Nucleotides are made up of a phosphate, a pentose sugar, and a nitrogenous base. What is the function? The function is DNA and RNA, they're information to make proteins. This is also called genetic information. Okay. And lastly, what are examples? Examples are DNA and RNA. DNA is a double helix. It's this double-stranded molecule. RNA is this single-stranded molecule. Okay. That's it for today, folks, and it is under 5 minutes. Have a good weekend. Adios.